I am not here to lie to you. I'm here to tell you a simple truth about change. If you want to know what you have to change in your life in order to create successes in the fields that you want to be successful in, all you have to do is be mindful, okay? Really, really mindful of three things. Your attention, some people call it focus. Focus and attention is number one. Number two is your energy. And number three is your time. These are three things that every single one of us human beings have. We know we know we've got our attention and our focus, and sometimes they're not in the right places. Maybe even right now, as you are watching this video, your mind might be on something else, or maybe your fingers are twiddling with something else. You're not actually giving me your full attention. Think about what your mind pays attention to the most. Is your mind actually focused on the areas you want to be successful in? Is your mind genuinely focused? Are you not distracting yourself? Are you genuinely focusing on the things that you want to be changing? Then comes part number two. What is the energy over there? I know some people, they have a very strong focus on all the troubles in their life, but that's where their focus is. Their focus is on the trouble and not the solution. I know some people who have some very severe money issues in their life, and their energy is all about the problem of money. Oh, I'm never able to earn enough money. I'm never able to pay back my debt properly. I'm going to owe people for the rest of my life. That's the focus, that's the energy. And the third one is to be mindful of our time. Look, we all have time. We all have 24 hours. The time that we have spare out of that, where's that time going? We need to start being really, really mindful of the stories that we tell ourselves and where our focus is genuinely, right? Where it genuinely is. The last couple of months for me, they've been a mixed bag. I had some troubles with burnout. I had some troubles with trying to expand what I'm doing and stepping way, way out of my comfort zone, going the opposite direction to my comfort zone, literally going into my fears. That's what I tried to do for about 2 months now. And I'll be honest, I have not been successful in my eyes. I took those steps, I made some progress, but I'm back to square one. And being back to square one, facing that so-called, in my view, failure, if we can call it failure, it's made me think about the failure. My attention is on having failed. My energy is all like, oh, I'm never going to be able to do it, or I could do it, but it's going to take a lot more courage again. And of course, my time is not being spent on fixing it or trying it again. No, my energy is spent on other aspects of my life. Some of them are growing really well. For example, my health, I'm cooking a lot more. Some things are going in the right direction, right? So we need to be really mindful of this. September, October, November, December, right now when I'm recording this, this is a timeless message, okay? It is truly timeless. You could listen to this anytime. But I'm recording this in the first week of September 2024. We still have an entire quarter left of this year. There are things that we have wanted to make progress on for so much longer than just 2024, right? It's time to start taking an audit. Start just by being mindful of, you could start with your thoughts. In those idle moments, where do your thoughts go? Do your thoughts go to how things could go wrong? Do your thoughts go to memories where things have already gone wrong? Do your thoughts go to the ways in which you're incapable, the ways in which you hold yourself back? Because if that's the case, this is the time. I don't know if I should say this because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm not going to say it with the, sort of pressure of having to follow through. But my intention for September 2024, or whenever you watch this, right, is to start making some videos, start making some content for an upsurge of positive energy, an upsurge of positive feedback for us. Every single word, every single thought, every single image, color, anything like that that happens either in your mind or in your reality, that has an effect on you. The spiritual people, right? The spiritual people, they call it like the frequency of things, right? The frequency of things. If I ask you right now to close your eyes, okay, just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And now just find a little bit of stillness inside you. Unfurrow your brow, unclench your jaw. Just tilt your neck back and forth to start feeling just a little bit lighter in your head. Keep breathing in and out, easy. I don't want you to stress as you take those breaths, right? Be easy with it. Just focus on the flow of the air in and out. And as you do this, I want you to think of a smiling face of someone you love to see smiling at you. Think of a person you love smiling at you. That image is so powerful that your own mouth has some sort of smile on it. That is the power of our mind. That is the power, that is the technique actually to making anything happen in our life. The Olympics, I believe, has ended. Perhaps, I don't know, I never followed any of it. But there were a few clips that came up. And in those clips, there were compilations of these little clips of these athletes just talking to themselves right before it was their turn to perform. And they were saying things like, just focus, just breathe, you can do it, you can do it. The power of those words that you hear over and over in your mind. And the thing is, we don't pay attention. It's so automatic, isn't it? It's so automated that we think that is reality, that is the way things are, because it's automatic. But it's not. We can take control of our mind. And when we take control of our mind, we take control of our experience in this life. I don't know about you, but I want my life to feel easy. I want my life to feel really good. I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel like I have all the freedom to do whatever I want. But all these things I desire are only possible if I believe and if I live with the energy of ease, of flow, of joy, of comfort. Sometimes when I sing in my bedroom and I think about, instead of being in my bedroom singing just to myself for my joy, I'm thinking about, ooh, what if I was singing in front of people? My voice gets shakier. The whole experience of the song gets a little stilted, it gets a little stale, because I'm more concerned about these imaginary people who I'm imagining are listening to me and worried about what they might think. I'm judging every single note I hit or miss. But in reality, I'm just singing in my bedroom. And I'm singing because I like the song, because I love the feeling of the song emerging from me. I love words. I love to enunciate. I just love sound coming out of me, especially with music. So that experience can be so carefree. It can be so joyful. But as soon as I bring tension to it, even the song I love can then become a chore to sing. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is just to demonstrate the power of our mind, of our attention, of our imagination, creating our experience in life. What we imagine. People say what we imagine becomes real, but that's only because whatever we imagine is what we get used to. And when we get used to it, we're willing to accept it in our physical world because we've already gotten used to it in our imagination. If we imagine abuse, if we imagine poverty, if we imagine scarcity, if we imagine getting scolded, if we imagine disapproval, our imagination has already accepted that inside our minds, inside our body's energy, that when it comes to us in real life, the real life is just a confirmation. It's just more of the same. Genuinely, it is more of the same. This is what I believe is the next level up from understanding the concept of karma, the concept of what you give is what you receive. No, I mean, yes, what you give is what you receive, but why? Have you ever thought about why? It's because what you give is what you're used to. It's the frequency, it's the algorithm that you operate in. So you can't be giving people what you don't have already. And if you have it, that means you've received it, right? If I have cupcakes and I'm giving people cupcakes, right? I'm just distributing all these cupcakes to people. I can only be distributing cupcakes if I have cupcakes. And if I have cupcakes, that means I've got the ingredients to create cupcakes. That means I'm receiving things to make cupcakes and give cupcakes. That is karma. That is what the Westerners think is karma. The actual meaning of the word karma is action. It's action, which is not just a physical action. It can also be a spoken word action. It can also be a mental thought action. Did you know that even the things you think are actions? This is why I'm saying attention is so, so, so required for us to just monitor. Just monitor. I'm not even asking you to change it right now. Just monitor what goes on in your mind because your mind might be holding you back and you may not even be realizing it. Your mind is, this is what they mean when they say your mind is not only capable of creating reality, but it is the only thing that is creating reality. It's just that you don't believe it because you don't seem to understand all that is going on in your mind is having an effect on you. It's having an effect in reality. And this is why I make YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos because I want to change the culture. I want I think that can only be done, I believe this firmly, through intimate interaction, through one-on-one conversations, through open dialogue, through getting to know the other person and getting them to know me. This is how I think real, true change is possible, one by one. But this sort of platform, anything that is in media, is so powerful. Why? Because it inserts sounds, words, and images into our mind. So it's time for you to start deleting everything, unfollowing anything and everything, unsubscribing from anything and everything that is feeding your mind anything that will be stopping you from making progress in ways you want to make progress. If you are filled with hate, the only thing you can try to you will ever really be able to give out is hate. The beautiful thing is, as human beings, we're filled with a lot of things. We really are. And all the things inside us come out. They really do. They really, really, really do come out. So it's up to us to decide what to grow and what to shrink and starve out. But, even that is about like just accepting all of it. You have to accept first that you have so much in you. You have anger, jealousy, regret, shame. You have joy, you have play, you have fun, you have crushes, you have admiration, you have respect. You also have disgust. You have everything inside you for yourself and others. But what are you focusing on? Where is your attention going? That attention is affecting your energy, and those two things then dictate what you do with your time, right? If you are filled with negativity, and you don't even realize it because actually it comes in the form of images of failure, words of failure in your mind, that will create this energy of not wanting to do it because you're thinking you're going to fail. Why would anyone willingly do something? Well, let's be logical here. When your brain is guaranteeing you failure, nobody's going to want to do that. Nobody's going to want to do that. If you believe that you will fail and that is an absolute, there are people who are willing to fail because they know that they will grow from it. But is that what you believe? Or is your mind just thinking, oh, you're going to fail and that's it? It's going to be ruined. It's going to be shameful. It's going to be so embarrassing to fail, right? Attention affects your energy, and your energy is what affects your feelings. And my friend, we are not purely rational beings. We are beings that feel. Most of us make decisions based on our feeling. We say no when it doesn't feel good. We say yes with joy when something feels great. Even if it's good for us, even if it's bad for us. If it feels good, we say yes. If it feels bad, we say no. So how do you affect that feeling? It's by just focusing on the things that make it seem possible to us. And even if your mind is saying you will succeed and you end up failing, don't let the mind start taking that as evidence of, oh, you're always going to fail, right? This is where you have got to employ control over the narrative. Control, control, control. And openness, of course, you've got to be open enough to want to learn about this reality to figure out, oh, damn, why did I fail? I gotta learn why I failed because I'm geared for success. I wasn't successful. Clearly, there's a piece missing here. Clearly, something went a little wonky. Okay, it's time for me to sleep now. The sun is rising. That's when I go to bed. My name is Nandini. This is Figuring It Out Alive. Now, September, upsurge of positivity, upsurge of positivity, upsurge of positive energy by focusing our attention on all the positive possibilities for us. Spend our time on this. Let's spend our time on just monitoring and reframing. Monitoring, reframing. Mwah, I love you. Take care. Ugh. I just can't wait. I genuinely can't wait for you to be to it's so weird for me to say this, but I can't wait for you to be successful in those areas where you've just not been going. You're just not doing it because you think you can't do it, but you can. You've got to start telling yourself you can over and over and over. I'm here to cheer you on. But the person who needs to really be convinced is you. Only you. Okay? So take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe for more. Bye.